Turn around, fuck it all the way up. Kick it down, turn around, fuck it all the way up. Bust it down, turn around, fuck it all the way up. Bust it down, turn around, fuck it all the way up.
I'm talking bag talk, 50 bag, Prada bag, go your bag, Dolce bag, bitch. Hey, I'm talking bag talk, I got the bags in the back. What you got? Got you mad, bitch. I'm lit, but you not. I'm talking bag talk, I get you.
Hey, welcome to J&J Erryday. With me, as always, is my co-host, Jay.
What up, everybody?
And today we have a very special episode because not only are we video recording so that you can see our lovely guest, but we're doing an interview. This is Jonah. Jonah, say hello to the people that are going to download this, hopefully, or check it out on YouTube.
Yes, download it. First off, they're funny as heck. But yes, I am Jahna Rachelle, and I'm very excited to interview with you guys today.
So yeah, we're here to talk to you. You got the video release party tonight for BagTalk.
Yes.
So tell us something about the music in the video.
Yes. So do not let your children under the age of 18 watch this music video. But other than that, it's a really good video. I'm very excited. We've been working on this song and working on this project for a while now, so I'm very excited for this video.
It's part of the Sex and the City mixtape, right?
Yes.
When is that supposed to be dropping?
So my husband's going to yell at me because he's like, get your butt in the studio and get this done. Because we're only about 2 to 3 songs down. So I'm hoping by probably like the end of November,
All right.
We're going to try to get it done. My birthday is November 26th. So it'd be really dope if we could drop it.
Yeah, I found that online as well.
Yes.
We actually share the same birthday. A few years apart, but...
So you're a Sagittarius?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was born in 80, so a little bit older.
Okay.
But...
I'm not too far from you.
So, did some of the shooting for the video at the mall from your hometown.
Yes.
So what was that like doing it in the hometown?
That was exciting because we, ever since me and my husband met, we have not really lived in Ohio. We lived in Pittsburgh, we lived in Georgia, we was back and forth at Miami, New York. We was everywhere. So it felt really good to come home and really see the people from my hometown that supported and came out to the video shoot, which I appreciate every single one of them. But yeah, just being in my hometown was just like, it just made me more excited.
Yeah, I wanted to be there that night for the video shoot, but my boss wouldn't let me get the day off.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What's up with that, you know?
That's messed up. He missed a fun time.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, we're both from the same small town. Well, I guess the town's not that small, but it's
Small
it
enough.
ain't metropolitan. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, it's not. It's a small town.
So yeah, when I heard about it, it was after Jay heard about it, and I was like, oh, that is so cool. Especially because I didn't even know there was a place in this town that you could do something like that.
Yeah.
So that first off blew my mind, and then I was like really excited. So I'm really excited for this to release today because I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah.
And I've been told that yes, it is definitely not for your children under 18, and I'm interested.
But it's a very sexy, beautiful video. But I'm grown now. Okay, Jonah's not 15 years old anymore in the church with her grandparents. Okay.
And running track, the 4x100 meter, getting state records.
I ain't gonna lie, I was like the sports queen, one of the sports queens in Zanesville. Like me and like I think Ant-Man, Assad, like we were killing it in Zanesville.
Yeah, I found you did tennis and track and field.
Yes. Tennis was very, I have literally never played until my freshman year in high school. Never touched ever a racket, ever. And I went to my cousin's practice, and her coach was like, let me see you practice with your cousin. And I practiced, and he was like, you've never played before? And I was like, I swear to God, it's the first time I ever picked a racket up. And he was like, I will pay for all 4 years of your pay to play on my team. And I was like, he trained me throughout the winter and stuff for free, like everything. Cotton, oh my God, that was like my favorite coach. He was like, he did Olympics photography and stuff too. He was like,
oh wow,
only 80-year-old man that ever whooped my butt in tennis. Like he would just stay still. He'd just be like, boom, boom, and I'm running over here like I'm sweating. Like I'm like, how is this happening right now?
Well, I mean, we know you're fast because I think it was 2008. You got your first speeding ticket.
Yeah, I believe that was a 48 and a 35.
Yeah. 48 and that 35? Oh, that was
Yeah,
it?
48
That's what
and
they
35.
said? That's what they put on there?
Yeah, that's what they got you for there.
Yeah, it was more like an 85 and a 25.
Oh,
but
no, we
yeah.
got you at a 89 and a 70, though, too.
Yeah, I did. I did. You pull up my
The internet's an amazing place.
We did warn you.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna blame my stepdad, okay? Because my stepdad was a racer and he did motocross racing. So my whole entire life, it was like drag racing and
Yeah.
stuff. So then when I got on the road, I thought that's how you're supposed to drive for real. But
Yeah.
I learned from my husband that I'm not supposed to. He tells me to slow down.
Well, I mean, 2008, you were what, 18? I think when we're 18, we all are going way too fast.
Oh yeah, I'm
everywhere.
in my mom's Jaguar. I was whipping around the corner like.
Oh man, yeah. See, I was
can't
driving a Lumina when I was 18.
I had a little Honda Accord, man. What the hell?
I had a Jaguar. You wouldn't have been able to see the license plate.
Yeah. If I had my mom's Corvette, I think probably you wouldn't be able to see the license plate.
Yeah, God, no.
Yeah.
So speaking of your mother, I have spoke to your mom.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she's hot because she's
Well,
hot.
she is, but that's beside the point. So, yeah, talk to your mom. Got some stuff on you growing up.
Oh God, I'm scared.
She didn't give up anything embarrassing like I
I'm a
was
Christian.
hoping.
I'm a Christian.
But
She did not accept our bribes,
Yeah,
so
she
we
did
have
not.
a certain amount of information.
Okay,
on
first off, you didn't have the right bribe then. All you had to do was give her like a lifetime supply of wine. She'd have been all good.
I
Don't give her
told you
money.
wine.
Yeah,
God
don't give
damn
her
it.
money. You give her liquor. You give her wine.
I don't know. I'll have to remember that for next time.
Yep.
We'll amend this episode later then.
Yep.
So, yeah, apparently she told us that you used to just write songs in all your school notebooks. Growing up, that's all you were doing.
Yeah.
And that you used to just sit and watch music videos until you could memorize them.
Yes.
And the dances and everything they did.
Yes.
Which leads me to my first kind of odd question.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody held you at gunpoint
Oh God.
and told you they were going to shoot you if you did not impress them with your dance moves, what are you busting out?
The Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake?
Yeah, like all day, Harlem Shake.
Okay.
Or I'm doing the Crip Walk. I'm
Crip
an
Walk.
expert.
Okay, yeah,
I'm like
gotta-
the Crip
yeah,
Walk
gotta-
expert. Okay?
Okay.
Like, I'll do it right now.
I would do it, but
I actually would kind of love to see that, because as the whitest fat man on the planet,
No.
oh no, I'm Dayglow white. I can do the sprinkler. That's about it.
it's wrinkly.
So I think the
I'm
Crip
a little
Walk
less
is amazing,
white,
though.
but
I'm a little less white.
I at least know how to do the crip walk. It's been a minute, and my knees won't let me do it anymore. But
Yeah, let's talk about
I'm
that.
pretty sure I'd look like I just had a hernia if I tried.
is that guy having a seizure? What the hell's going on over there?
Yeah, you're dancing, and they're like, "Are you okay, sir?" And he's like, "Excuse me, music's playing."
It has actually happened.
You try and crip walk. Snoop is showing up at your house. He's like
Swear.
smacking you like, don't do that, boy.
Yeah.
And he'd had every right to.
I think Snoop would probably show up with the biggest blunt you ever seen in your life, and he'd be like, "Smoke this," and then he'd say, "Now do the Crip Walk,"
Yeah.
and you'd be viral. Like
Oh,
you'd be all over
man.
TikTok, everything.
It
What
would
up,
be-
Snoop?
It would be worth it.
Roll through, son.
Hello. Mic check, Snoop. Hello.
So, heard you went to Destiny Child's farewell tour up here in Columbus.
Yes.
So what was that like?
First off, I got spoiled because my mom did real estate, and the guy that set us up with the tickets, I literally was in the second row from the stage.
Oh, nice.
And it was the best. Like, I've always been a Beyonce fan. Like, she was one of the ones that I would lock myself downstairs in our basement because we had mirrors on the wall, and I'd lock the door so nobody would come down there, and I'd practice doing her dance moves. Yeah, I was like crazy in love. Hello. But yeah, I that was amazing, and
So
it
I-
was sad at the same time because I'm like, I love Destiny.
So I figured that was one of the things you were going to say you were going to bust out for the dance
yeah.
moves because your mom told me that was one of the
Yeah.
things you would sit down there and do.
Yeah, I was
is
in the basement like, I was like,
That's
what
good.
what are you doing downstairs?
that you'd put on your mom's heels and pose in
Yep.
front of the mirror and admire your outfit.
Yes.
Told us all about that too.
Yep. I always stole her stuff. I still steal her stuff. I don't care how old I am. I will literally, I will always steal her shoes, like, or something out of her closet.
Right. I was going to ask if you remembered any of the dance moves, but then you literally just broke out the
Oh
thing.
yeah,
so.
Yep, yep.
no, yeah, that was my.
Yeah. So yeah, I wish your mom had some more embarrassing stories, but she wouldn't give up that kind of goods. I was kind of
a good
hoping.
girl. Okay, I was a good girl.
Get good or not.
My mom did not find out about my OnlyFans until I was 32. Okay, I was kidding.
So you are so lucky that we had a little amount of time to get here today.
Oh, good.
Because as part of the J&J Everyday podcast, I actually have an OnlyFans set up for this.
This is the perfect table for it.
It is just me sitting there with no shirt on eating spaghetti. I did not have time. I did not have time to bring spaghetti today because that was going to be one of the things we're going to have you do is eat some spaghetti with me for the OnlyFans.
I am subscribing to your OnlyFans. That is hilarious. Why spaghetti? Why not like ribs or like...
It's going to be. It's going to be different thing, different, just messy foods.
Messy food.
Yeah,
you know?
like ribs, like some sloppy joes, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You gotta throw all that in there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Some nachos. I mean,
Yes, nachos.
Got to be careful, though. I am diabetic, so I got to watch when I eat.
Oh, God.
But
Yeah.
we'll do it anyway.
Well, let's break into...
I'm scared what their next questions are gonna be. We saw in 1932. Oh, God.
No, we're gonna do like current event stuff.
Yeah, we got no more about your past and growing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the question here that I would love to have an answer for, which is, so if you had to get in a street fight with either the Kool-Aid Man or Mr. Peanut, which one would you rather fight, and how would you go about ensuring your victory?
So, I'd pick the Kool-Aid Man because I'm allergic to peanuts. So he would get me
That
first.
is a
Okay, yeah.
He would get
that
me
is a
first.
solid
See,
I
answer.
would
didn't
break
even
out
think about
hives and I would just die. But yeah, Kool-Aid Man, and I would just douse him with a bunch of sugar. Like he would go into a sugar coma.
Yeah, because I mean he's a lot of sugar already. That's a good point.
And I would just add more onto it. And he
She's
would just,
got a
like-
way better answer than
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I was just going to jump inside him and start drinking him until he was dry. That's what I was going to do.
Yeah,
That's a better answer. What do you think about that? I'm gonna pop out one of my straws
That's
and suck him dry.
I mean,
Pause.
that's a decent
That's not
answer.
really inappropriate.
We've had a lot of people say we're just going to shatter him. I'm like, he breaks through walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like-
Yes. Oh, that's my favorite. But that is my favorite, probably parts of Family Guy.
Yeah.
When he busts in, he's like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "Wrong scene." Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?"
Oh, yeah, the episode where they're in court and he does it. That I love that.
Oh,
one.
that was hilarious. So yeah, douse him with sugar, and
Okay.
I put him into a damn sugar coma. Like
good-
he'd like
good answer.
He'd have a
Yeah.
seizure.
I mean, me being diabetic, if I jumped him in and drank all the
Yeah, I
juice,
mean,
I'd be in a
Jay-
diabetic
Drew
coma
would
too.
have a sugar coma.
Yeah, that's mutually assured destruction is what you're going for.
Yeah. That's if you're trying to go crazy.
I take him down. Oh well.
That's all you care.
Right.
Right?
They make insulin.
Your man of vengeance.
Where's my insulin? You need like 6 shots of insulin if you drank all of that. And just one would not work.
No,
Like-
no. He's a
Yeah, we got him
big
an insulin
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a big guy. Yeah, let me take a shot too. What you got in your cups?
Well, right now, just Monster.
Yeah, we running on a little sleep, so we had to get some energy drinks on the way up here.
This is my energy, Malibu.
So let's get back to some more serious stuff for a minute here.
Got
So,
out top of Kool-Aid Man.
So what other stuff you been doing other than the music? I know you did some, what was it, Pittsburgh TMZ?
Yes, yeah, we just finished that interview and did a partially of like a. It was kind of like a live performance, sort of, for Tell Me. We're shooting the actual video for it here coming up soon, but yeah, Pittsburgh TMZ, and obviously with COVID, I think everybody was like laid back for a long time. So
Yeah.
it's been just being in the studio and trying to get stuff done, and we got a couple shows coming up. On my birthday, we're going to be in Vegas, and then we're also going to go to New York this month, actually, end of September. So yeah, we got a few things. I feel like I'm trying to get back into it after COVID. It's like
Most
definitely
definitely.
took some time off and got fat and ate way too much. It was Thanksgiving for 2 years.
I'd like to pretend that COVID is why I got fat, but I started this way.
Yeah.
No, it did. All I did was literally sit in the house and eat chocolate ice cream and very fatty foods. Like, it was bad. But yeah, trying to get into some more shows and go. My husband always yells at me all the time because he's like, "You need to go live," and I hate it because I'm just like, I feel like I get on there and I'm like this, and he's like, "Say something." I'm like, "Hi."
So that kind of leads me to one of the other questions we got for you
Oh, good.
about stage fright and the butterflies before you go out on performance. How do you deal with that?
So what's so funny, literally from the first performance we ever had, which was the Faded Fest in Pittsburgh, and literally our song "Are You Ready" was out for 2 weeks. That was the first time I ever did a show, and it was like everybody was there, like Mac and Wiz, and everybody was there. And my husband kept asking me if I was nervous, and I was like, I'm not. I had butterflies, but butterflies I'm ready. Give me the mic. Like, I was excited to get up there, but put me on camera, on live, and I'm like, like, what do I say? But no, stage fright. No, I feel like I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to get up there and have fun.
Honestly, that's amazing to me because I hate public speaking.
Oh,
the
really?
only reason I can do this is because it's just us talking. Like if there was an actual, like if we did a studio audience thing, for one, that'd be super weird. But for two, I would not be able to function.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot talk in front of people. Well, I can, but it gets even weirder than it already is. Like,
And we get pretty weird if you've listened to other episodes.
Oh, no. You guys are hilarious. I could listen to you guys all day.
well, that's the goal.
So if you have listened to us, I'm kind of surprised you came on here, to be honest.
Oh, I was like, oh, they're my kind of people. Like, I can say whatever the hell I want to on here. Like, everybody else, I'm like, hi, I'm Jahna Rachelle, Angel, hello. Now I can be like, no. Like, but what is it called again?
Licking butt.
Licking butt.
Licking butthole.
Licking butt. Like,
Coming out on a future episode. Don't worry about it. Y'all hear about it sometime
I
soon.
would love to be there for that interview. Because that would be, I would not be able to keep a straight face. Every 5 seconds, I'd be like, what's your name again? Licking butt. Okay.
A lot of that conversation came through with Tyler, the unpaid intern, who from last episode, his big line was, "Their tongues hurt my balls."
Yeah, I caught some flack for that from my brother. You know, your favorite person.
Fuck you, Bill. I hate you.
I was like, that would be funny. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a moment in the quote unquote studio because he said it real quiet. Jay heard it, stopped everything, made him repeat it, which is my first hearing of it. And I'm just like, oh, this is going off the rails. I guess I'm going to talk about Mountain Dew now.
He said, let me get back to the appropriate conversation.
Yeah, I had Tyler's mic muted, and
Oh God.
just out of the corner, just out of nowhere, I hear him off the side say, "Their tongues hurt my balls," and I'm like, hold up. I turned on his mic, and I'm like, what? Y'all got to hear this.
Yeah, because Jay is a very much, if I have to hear it, you have to hear it kind of person.
Pretty much.
He's like, I'm not gonna be one. My ears are burning.
See, and this is how we get off the rails. This is why we are ADHD in podcast form.
Well, I will say back to like this other question too was the other reason why I feel like I'm so comfortable is literally my husband will throw me like in a crowd, or he'll throw me like we were doing our TV show where we interviewed different people like in the entertainment industry, and we get to the Philly Hip Hop Awards. We're supposed to be hosting together. He literally comes up to me like right before we're about to go and hit record. He's like, "You're on your own." I said, "Say what?" I was like, "No."
That's
I'm
messed
sitting there
up.
like, I don't even know what questions to ask. I didn't prepare nothing. Like, you're the talker. I'm just the hello, like pretty girl. I was sitting there like, what do I ask them? I don't know who this person is. Like Gilly the kid literally came up to me and I had no clue who he was. My husband was like, "That's Gilly." I said, "Who? Gilly?" Gilly the kid. I was like, "Oh God, I'm gonna pass out."
So little.
Yeah, I was like, I have no clue what I'm doing right now. And then I'm sitting there asking him questions like, so did you get an award? He said, "I am the award." I said, "Who is this guy? Am I messing up?" Like, my husband's like, "You're doing great." I said, "I want to die." Like, so yeah, he does it to me all the time. He'll be like, "Sing for them real quick," and I'm sitting there like, A, B, C, D. Like, what do I sing? Like,
I thought you was about to break out some old school Jackson 5 there for a second.
A, B, C. Yeah, I should have did that. That would be so much better. See, I didn't think about that. He puts me on the spot all the time, though. But guess what helps me? This thing in my glass.
Would you call that a pre-show ritual?
Yes, yes.
Yes, as we was going to ask you
Pre-show
about.
ritual is 3 shots of Malibu.
3 shots of
and
Malibu.
a glass of Moscato or Prosecco.
See, if I would have known Malibu was your thing, I would have brought up some caramel
Oh, yeah, that's like, I love it.
some 151 Malibu and pineapple juice.
Oh,
Thank you, Tech 9, for that drink.
yeah.
'Cause I make it by
drink in high
gallons.
school. I mean, not high school. I did things when
Yeah,
I was
no.
21.
Right. Exactly. No.
I did all my drinking before I was 21. To hell with that.
Incredible Hulk was not my drink when I was 15. What? What?
I certainly didn't mix an awful lot of Pop 151 with the no longer available DNL from 7-Up.
Ooh,
Wow.
Yeah.
That takes it back.
that takes it all the way back.
Yeah.
I don't think I had that.
It didn't last long, but it lasted long enough to get me drunk enough to wake up the next day still drunk. After I threw up through a railing trying to not throw up on the balcony, and I couldn't stand up. So.
Oh my God, no! I had that last weekend actually. I don't even
yes,
I remember how I even got home. Let's talk about that. This is why I go nowhere without my husband, because he'll make sure I get home.
Oh, I seen the videos that were posted up on Instagram
God.
of that.
I hate you. I hate you. See now?
It was a great mini movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made sure in the TikTok video, I'm thinking he made a TikTok video and there's like a song in the background. No, he made sure he cut the song off as soon as it went to, I got my license in Ohio. Like, what does that mean? I'm like, that means I can drive. What do you mean? Like, that means I didn't take public transportation. I had to drive. Like, so I learned at like 12 years old.
Yeah, I don't lie. I watched it and I laughed a lot.
It made
I was super
though.
drunk. Yeah.
It made me sad that I had to work that night because I would have loved to have been there. It would have been great.
It's a movie when you come out with us. Like, I'm like, I don't care if we're like, oh, you know, we're just going to have a little drink. No.
Ain't no such thing as a
I'm
little
gonna have
drink.
like 1,700 drinks and crawl my way back from North High Street back to Bexley.
Yeah, that's a hell of a crawl there.
Yeah, he likes to get me on video. I got to protect myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to start reporting you, actually. I'm going to start reporting your videos so they get taken down.
Well, hey, let's do a
You're not going to
wholesome,
embarrass me, okay?
let's do a wholesome question then. We'll bring this back on
let's-
track.
let's bring this back.
to Jonah when she used to be in church.
Well, I was actually just going to ask if you'd rather have a duck-sized giraffe as a pet or a horse-sized chinchilla as a pet.
What? Oh, man, that's a hard question. Okay, so wait, it was a giraffe?
Well, it's a giraffe the size of a duck
That's too low.
or a chinchilla the size of a horse.
I like them big, so I'm going to say the chinchilla the size
I'll be
of a
honest,
horse.
that's my first choice too, because you can ride that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's adorable.
That's exactly what I say. You can
There
ride
is
that.
there's a sound bite we're definitely cutting out for to put up other places.
Why not? Go big or go home. That's what I say.
Hey girl.
Hey, girl. Hey. Somebody take this Malibu away from me. This is what happens. I can't drink. It's going to be a rough night. I hope you guys are not going. You guys are staying here because it's going to be a long night. I mean, like 6 a.m., go to Waffle House and still be drunk.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I ain't been to a Waffle House in forever.
Yeah, don't. It's disgusting.
Well, there goes the sponsorship. There.
Waffle House, I love you. Please
It's
pay
not
us.
worth it when you wake up in the morning and you're hovered over the toilet like, oh God, there's potatoes. Like, it's not.
They were smothered and covered. Oh, God.
Oh, there comes the onions. Like, it's not a good idea. Just get the street meat.
Yeah.
Street meat.
Street meat is the better
Safer.
thing. Yes, it's
Yes.
safer and safer. I don't know what Waffle House says. I don't think that's eggs. Okay.
Well, it's egg-like.
I think it's horse meat or something.
It might be.
It's a life-size horse. Like,
I'm pretty sure they just use like turtle eggs or whatever egg can be found.
yes. Like,
Turtle eggs. Oh my God.
I swear I saw this guy pull out a bag and said, this is not eggs. And he put it in there. I was like, here's your eggs. I said, wait. The bag just said it's not eggs. I'm scared.
You say
Give me
that
a
about any
gyro.
other restaurant, I'd be like, I don't know about that. You say it about Waffle House, I'm like, I 100% believe.
Yeah.
They had a bag that literally just said not egg on it.
Yeah. Yes. Don't ever sit right by where they cook at. In a restaurant, that's the stupidest thing you could ever do because you can do whatever you want to when the walls are there.
Yeah.
But when it's open, it's like, you got to watch everything. Like, don't drop my toast. Pick it up and put it back on my plate and say, here you go. I want to be like,
I don't know. I love the
What a new piece
beautiful
of toast.
train wreck that is watching Waffle House prepare
Yeah.
what can only be described as an abomination for my consumption.
Last time I was at Waffle House, I didn't even order it. One of the guys I was with ordered food for me. He ordered me this steak, and it was so overdone. It was like shoe
was like a
leather.
hockey puck.
It was like a hockey puck. I'm like, dude, I can't eat this.
oh, no.
So the chef took it back, puts it in the cooler for somebody else for later. I'm like, what the hell?
Like, somebody's going to eat this hockey puck.
I just got up and left. I'm like, I'm done. I ain't eating shit. I don't care how bad my munchies are right now.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. Waffle House has one redeeming factor, and that is They apparently put jet engines on the side so they can just fly them straight in after a natural disaster. Because it's the first thing that opens up in Louisiana after a
I think it
hurricane.
ever closed. But did it really close? I mean, I feel like, if you're selling turtle eggs for breakfast, you're essential. Like,
You heard it here.
You should be left open.
You heard it here first, folks. Waffle
Yes.
House serves turtle eggs.
Yes, and they are essential.
That is hearsay, but I'm standing by it. But no, I lived in Louisiana right after, not Katrina, but the one that hit afterwards. And day 2, we went to Waffle House because that's where you could get food. Everything else was still just completely underwater. And it was absolutely ridiculously packed. And I mean, you get it. It's Louisiana. We're not exactly picky about our food when it comes time to not starving to death, because the other options is Pop-Tarts and Vienna sausage. Which
That's a good combination.
not as a sandwich, as I found out. Maybe the brown sugar ones would have been better.
He said not as a sandwich.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I can't. Oh,
Wow.
I can't.
I'm done. I got nothing.
That's the end of the interview.
No.
Vienna
Oh, I got-
sausage and Pop-Tarts, people. Eat
I
it.
got more. What's your favorite Mountain Dew flavor? This is a hill I died on last episode.
Oh, God.
Do you drink Mountain Dew at all? And if so, which one's your favorite?
No.
Fair enough.
Okay, and the reason why is I literally drank it. My mom was like, we were going to state, and I was running like the 100-yard dash, I swear to God, like 8 times that day because it was so many people that we
Please
had to
tell
run
me you
against.
did not drink Mountain Dew and then run.
Yes, I did.
Holy shit.
God.
And I literally had
I'm getting
I
nauseous thinking about
collapsed at the freaking. No, not only that, I also did a shot of 5-hour energy. When I tell you I was at that, like they had to, the guy was like, "Ma'am, you gotta wait till the gun goes off to run." I was like, "Let's go!" Like I was like Speedy Gonzalez. Like I was like,
Is she doing a marathon? Because she's
Yeah.
supposed to stop.
man. I think that's also the day. Thanks, Mom. I think that's also the day that I think I broke my leg because I literally had to
She just
go.
wouldn't stop running.
Yeah, I couldn't. I'm not joking. My trainer was at the thing, like the finish line, because literally as soon as I got done with the 100-yard dash, I had to do the 4x1. So he was like, "We're gonna stretch." I said, "I'm good. Let's go." And I grabbed the baton and I went around that bend, and my whole back, my muscle in the back of my leg was like, "Not today." I was like, "Thanks. That's what you get for giving me Mountain Dew. And don't give your kids 5-hour energy and Mountain Dew together. Don't even give them Mountain Dew. It's just not
So,
good."
what is your favorite drink? Adult
Malibu. Oh.
Malibu?
Okay, so outside of alcohol, ginger ale, but it has to be Canada Dry.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't
Okay,
give
yeah.
me what is it?
Vernors can.
Schweppes.
Yeah. Oh, Schweppes
Snot,
and Vernors
snot.
can both.
Yeah.
just
Snot.
take
It tastes like
my-
snot. That's what it's. I call it
They're
snot.
too sweet.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like it out. Canada Dry has like the best anything. Like I like their ginger ale now. They have different flavors. They have like raspberry. I love the raspberry. That's my favorite too.
I like their
But-
bold too. It's even more tart.
Yes, it has like a really strong ginger taste. Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard though. But it's like if you're trying to swallow cinnamon.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
love it.
possible, and neither is that ginger flavor. But
Yeah, if you're not ready for it, you will spit it across the room.
yeah, that's exactly what I did. But yeah, ginger ale. It has to be Canada Dry, and then I'm trying to get away from Coca-Cola because it's very bad for you. I just seen somebody. What made me stop was watching somebody clean a very tarnished sink with it, and I said, "Is that what it's doing to my stomach?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm done.
It cleans you from the inside out.
Yeah.
My understanding is, and I don't know if this is true, but I like to tell the story anyway because I am a huge fan of just propagating lies if it turns out they're lies and I didn't know it at the time.
You like to spread gossip.
Oh, absolutely. But my understanding is like cops keep it in the trunk of their car because it's amazing at cleaning up blood stains at a car accident.
That is something I did not know. And I believe it because that Coke is like really, I'm like, I'm watching them clean. It's like, this is like acid.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that next time we have a big fight at
No.
the house. Clean up the bloodstains with a
Oh
Coke.
my God. Well, maybe you should be doing the podcast at your house.
We normally do.
I want to see what goes down over there.
Not a lot of things that we're actually allowed to put on the radio. There's a lot of.
A lot of things we
Crap
don't
on the
want
floor.
video for as well.
That's true.
You think cereal's a soup?
If you're the nasty person that likes to let your, and I can name somebody in this house right now that does that, leaving the milk in it so it'll get soft. I'm like, why? I like Captain Crunch.
It's supposed
It's
to be
called
crunchy.
Crunch. for a reason. Rice Krispie is supposed to be crispy. Like, it's not supposed to be like you're eating tomato soup. Like, what? No, I do not like soupy. I'm irritated. Don't put my milk in my cereal when you're bringing it to my table either. Like, give me my milk in a cup and then bring me my bowl.
Okay.
And I'll put it in myself.
That's fair.
Okay.
What would you do to the degenerates that put the milk in the bowl first and then pour the cereal on top of the milk? Like,
would
if
smack-
you were given the choice.
If I ever, I will
Witness?
smack the shit out of them. I will, like, literally smack you. Like, I'll put baby powder in my hand
Mm-hmm.
so you can see the effect of how hard I smack you. Because it's nasty.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nasty.
It's categorically wrong to do that. I
Yeah.
think we can all agree.
I like the crunch.
Yeah.
Like, I like a crunch with my food, period. Like, oh, is my bartender bring me more drinks? Is that mine? Is that mine? I could do another shot.
No, that one is Sino's. They're getting me another drink, though.
That's for her.
Just
not
for
you.
her?
I need another.
All right, well,
Maybe
here's
I
one for
don't.
you. Oh, come on. The interview's going great. You definitely need
yeah.
another.
No, this is
Oh, this one's for you.
Oh, it's mine?
They got me another one coming.
Oh, my God.
So, I mean, I get the whole not wanting, like, super soggy cereal, but I like my cereal to, like, don't get me wrong, don't bring me a bowl of cereal with the milk already in it. I will prepare my own cereal.
Yeah.
But, like, one of my favorite cereals is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So, when I'm feeling that it may be time for a diabetic coma, I'll get myself a bowl of that. And I like, I'll start eating it right away, but honestly, my favorite part of it is about halfway through when the milk has kind of soaked into the cereal, but it's still not soggy yet. It's like, it's
yeah.
firm, a little bit, not crunchy, but it's still got body to it. Like,
Right.
once it
Like,
becomes
some
it's kinda
texture,
thick,
yeah.
like when you're marinating chicken.
Exactly.
You want that marinate, yeah.
So,
I can see that, too.
Fat guy coming out here. Have you ever made a homemade milkshake and used Cinnamon Toast Crunch in it? Because that shit is fire.
Yes. No.
No.
Do I look like
Like
I'm
in a
not fat?
blender.
In a blender. Yes.
Blend it up.
Yes.
Vanilla?
Sounds really good. Now I really want a milkshake.
Yeah, no, it's super good. Vanilla ice cream, milk, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
What if you Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Apple Jacks mixed together?
That is also
Okay,
very
yeah,
good.
that is very acceptable.
Put a little bit of cinnamon in
I know what I'm doing later.
break.
As somebody who growing up basically had to periodically end a bowl of cereal by topping it off with something else, I've had Apple Jacks Cinnamon Toast Crunch, very good. Fruity Pebbles and Kix, not that good. Raisin Bran and
Pebbles sounds
Honeycomb,
good.
bad choice. Bad choice on my part, I admit that.
Fruity Pebbles sounds kind of good. I like Fruity Pebbles.
They are dangerous though because you have 3 seconds after you've poured the milk on to eat the entire bowl.
Exactly.
And then it just becomes
That's
one
reason
giant
why I
block
said
of
don't
mush.
put my milk in my cereal before I did it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles, but there is 3 seconds where that bowl is perfect.
I've actually done the milkshake thing with Fruity Pebbles too.
Yeah, well, you basically
Sounds so
do that
good.
every time you pour the milk in. Just, all right, it's been 4 seconds.
Exactly.
You've already had the milkshake.
So, since we just talked about the soup thing, is a hot dog a sandwich?
First off, this is 2022. It's not called a hot dog. It's called a glizzy.
I knew that was coming.
But is it a sandwich? I'm not the person that'll eat it plain, so I'm gonna say yes because I make sloppy joes and put the sloppy joes on it.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese. I make it like a chili dog kind of.
Okay.
So yeah, I make it like I'm not a plain person who just eats it dry or with ketchup and mustard. Like that's basic.
You hear that, Bill? Suck it. That's my brother,
Suck
by
that
the way.
glizzy.
And we've
Yeah,
had
Bill.
this argument. And if
Yeah.
I remember
Eat the whole
correctly, he
glizzy.
said it wasn't. He may have said it was, and if so, I'm sorry, Bill. But I'm pretty sure you said it wasn't, so suck it.
And so this is another reason I don't like Bill. Fuck that guy.
That guy.
I've never met the man, but
Never.
fuck that guy.
I've never met you, but fuck you.
No, my brother's actually pretty cool, but we like to give him a little bit of shit on the podcast.
So,
buddy.
wow.
You all right there, buddy?
People, yeah, don't let, first off, don't ever, this is what you should not do. Don't ever let Cena make you a drink.
Little
Because
much.
he will literally, if you ever see those videos on TikTok where people are making drinks and they're like, I'm going to put some 151 in here and I'm going to put some ginger ale. And they're like, ginger ale. I mean, they're like the drink, the alcohol. And then they put like a cup size of, that's him.
That's normally how I do mine too.
You want cranberry juice in there? Here you go.
That one was a little stronger than I was expecting on that drink, but hey, it was good.
Yeah, that's CNO for you.
so-
Don't do that.
What made you want to become a performer?
So this is the good side of Jonah. I grew up in the church with my family, and my grandfather played like every instrument, and he literally forced me to join the choir when I was little, which I thank him for that, because I probably would have never did it. Because I felt like I wanted to sing, but I was like, just sing in front of people? No. But yeah, and he made me sing a solo at my church, and literally from that day, I sang "Oh Happy Day." And
I love that song.
yeah, it's like one of my favorites. And ever since that day, I was like, okay, because everybody was like, I didn't even know you could sing, and I'm like, me neither. I just found out today. But yeah, growing up in church and singing, and then all my cousins and all of us used to sing together and stuff too. So my cousin Treg, rest in peace. We used to always sing together when we were kids. Like he was the one that was pushing me like in church a lot when we were kids, and me and him were the ones that were in the choir and stuff too. So yeah, definitely going to church, I feel like that's why I can sing.
Yeah.
That's what they say. If you get up in church, you can sing. You don't sing, you sang.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I always enjoyed singing at church. It's about the only thing I actually liked about church when I was a kid. Mostly because my family always wanted to go to the early service, which started at like 7, and
Ooh, no.
that seems counterproductive to worshiping when you feel like it's a sin that you're up that early on a weekend.
Yeah. I'm the heathen apparently at the table. I think I've stepped foot in a church twice in my life.
Well, that's because you catch fire when you go in.
This is true.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
He said
It was that one time.
Yeah, I haven't been to church in a long time. My grandfather would be so upset with me right now because he's always like, get to church.
Well, even my mom hasn't been to church in a long time at this point, and it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
COVID,
2022.
man.
You could do church at home.
yeah, you can do it.
You
at
can
home.
literally watch preachers, like, you can watch preachers. You could, watch Black China, like whatever thing you want to praise.
Right, and I mean,
all on social media.
a lot of people just weren't able to over the last couple of years. And once you break a habit, it doesn't matter what the habit is, whether it's going to a certain place every Sunday or, remembering to take the trash out on the right day. Once you've broken the habit, good luck getting back into it.
Oh, yeah. I think that all these employers are struggling right now after COVID because people realize, like, oh, I can hustle like this to make money to pay my bills. What am I going back to work for?
Yep.
Like they can't get nobody in these jobs now.
Speaking of hustling, we have a Patreon, people.
Oh yeah. Yes, we do. And the OnlyFans. We'll have some other stuff up too. I just want to get paid for doing stupid shit.
Let me know the day that you do the rib one. I'm like, I will share it everywhere.
I will.
I will be like, you
Definitely.
have to subscribe.
Actually, I think when we do the rib one, maybe we'll do it like Lady and the Tramp style, where we'll both start at one end of the rib and just eat towards the middle and play chicken.
That's a good idea.
You're going to lose. I love ribs.
You're welcome. I just made you guys an OnlyFans video.
I've
You're
never
welcome.
mind. I got no problem with meeting in the middle. I mean, just it's been a while, bud.
That one awkward bone right there in the middle.
Oh my God. I love you guys. You're making this drink even better.
So, if you could have a superpower, like what superpower?
Dang, that's really hard. I would say like speed, but and I think invisibility.
That was Jay's pick, so I'm going to follow it up with a
Because I
question.
would literally leave the house. I would stand at my door right there and just get butt ass naked and be like, I'll be back. I'm going to the grocery store. And I would be walking through Walmart, Whole Foods, butt ass naked. People would just see shit carrying in the air. Like, I would, yeah.
I'm going to just throw it out there that we never said your clothes couldn't become invisible with you. But I like where your head's at.
Yeah. That's
That's true.
wow.
But
Okay.
just in case, I could just take all my clothes off and I ain't even got to worry about it.
Well, that's fair.
I just hope my shit don't malfunction because that'd be my luck. And I'd be standing in line like, Oh yeah.
My next question was going to be, how quickly would you abuse it and get arrested for it? But I guess we know that already.
Every day. I would be naked all the time. If I could have invisibility, I'd be naked every single day.
See, I chose invisibility too.
Yeah.
Just so I could walk behind people on the street
And
just just talk to them and whisper to make them think they're hearing voices.
You would like overload the state asylum.
That was kind of my goal for it.
Oh my god.
Oddly enough, I also chose invisibility, but for me, it was so that I could drive my car around and freak people out.
Oh my god. That just made me think about it. I'd walk up, if I did that, I'd do probably what you did too. I'd just walk up people and just whisper and they'd be like, the Glizzy. And they'd be like, what? What is going on?
Pretend to be the conscience,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but you're actually the devil on the shore.
Yep.
100%.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
And I'd be saying some off the wall shit. And just,
That would be hilarious. I wish you had that superpower.
I would start doing it in foreign languages to really fuck with them, think their voices in their head.
They'd be like, what? Do I speak Spanish? I speak French? What? I'm Russian? Am I low-key Russian? I don't know.
Oh no, the voices are back, and this time they're not in English.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, we keep getting off topic.
And that's kind of what we do here.
That's perfect.
So what is it about your music that makes you feel passionate?
That I get to do it with my family. I feel like doing this is something that I feel like me and my husband bonded with from the day we met. Because before him, when I was 18, I moved to Pittsburgh, I had never stepped in a studio ever. Like literally, church was like the only place I really sang. So it was like first time we met, he took me to the studio and we wrote our first song, Are You Ready? And then Hypnotized. And then I also went with him. He was throwing that big, huge house party. And our first date was I went to this t-shirt place with him and we got t-shirts made for this big party he was throwing. But I think what makes it so much fun is doing it with him and now doing it with our kids. Like our daughter, she's written a couple songs that we're going to put on the album and stuff too. And she's singing and I feel like now our kids are getting all involved in everything that we do. But I think it's really fun having something to bond because, you know, when you're together for a certain amount of time, you want to choke each other. But
yeah.
I mean, I still want to choke him in the studio. I'm not going to say that. I still want to choke him sometimes, but we have fun in there too. It's like by the end, we want to choke slam each other, but at the end, we hear this beautiful song and we're like, oh, that was so worth me telling you you're an asshole.
Yep.
That was worth me yelling at you and calling you Diddy for the 18th time.
Oh, you believe that's going to make its way to work.
Oh, yeah,
Did you watch Making the Band? You see how he was yelling at the people? That's what he does to me in the studio. He's like, you can do better than that. I'm like, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm always crying by the time we leave the studio. I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive about my shit. Yeah.
Oh. So if you weren't doing music, because you seem like a pretty artistic person, what would you be doing for an outlet?
Porn star.
All right, then. That actually makes sense.
China making $21 million a year on freaking OnlyFans, which is freaking ridiculous.
It is.
I'd be a porn star.
I mean, there's a reason we
Or
started.
I wouldn't be a porn. I would be shooting porn. I'd be the first person that shot porn ever, and I'd be a billionaire. Because I'm trying to keep it PG. But my husband's like, you should be writing porn. I said, I know, right? I really should.
Not at all where I expected that answer to go, but I fucking love it.
Yeah, no.
I would be directing porn. And I'm not going to be the fluffer. I'm the person that's like, yeah, she's not bent over enough. Yeah, put your ass up a little bit. Like, I'd be that person. I'd be like, yeah, louder. Get louder. Yeah.
You don't even look like you want it.
Yeah.
Come on, Becky.
Come on, Becky.
Lick that butthole.
He said he's delivering the milk, and do you want it? Tell him yes. More emphasis. Like, yeah, I'd be that person.
Sorry, stepbrother.
Yeah.
I don't feel enough remorse in your apology to your stepbrother.
Yeah, I don't feel it. Tell him you're sorry dad had to go on a week-long vacation to Italy and you're by yourself. Like, yeah. I would be. You know what? Honestly, I will still direct porn. I will still do it. I don't care. I will still do it today. Like, doing the music. I will open a production company and it's just like, nothing but porn. That's all we shoot.
You got to have a bunch of stuff on your resume these days. So might as well throw that in there.
Right, and I feel like if I said I directed porn, like hello, I'd probably blow up bigger than Beyonce.
A director's credit is a director's credit, straight up.
Yep.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know any of the names of porn directors, but if I was just looking at,
Jahna Rachelle. Oh, what?
well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, if I'm just looking at names of directors, I only know like Steven Spielberg to begin with anyway. And if I found out he directed porn, I would not lower my opinion of him. I'd just be like, that has to be some like award-winning pornography.
Right?
High quality.
Like that is some
porn,
like Emmy award winner. Like that, you get some awards for that.
I picture him writing something like The Curious Case of Benjamin's Butthole or something.
That's the. I'm gonna look that up right. I bet you there was one. I was kidding.
I'm going to be mad if that exists, actually.
There is a porn for everything.
Literally.
I mean, I'm sure there's a porn of it, but if they took my name, I'm not going to like that.
Yeah, I've been like, I gotta stop watching porn because I deep dive in it too much, and then I'm like, Meg Griffin and Peter, like that's his daughter. Like I see stuff on there, I'm like, why? Like why? The Flintstones? Like that's my childhood. You ruined it for me. Like what is going on?
Oh, yeah.
What's that, Sino?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
See, Diddy. He's yelling at me right now.
Yelling at
Get
us,
dressed,
having
woman.
fun.
Look at him digging
Put some
over
pasties
there.
on and let's go.
All right. Okay, well, let me ask you this. What is your ideal vacation destination?
Dubai.
Dude, I'd love to go to
Yeah.
Dubai.
Dubai, and I also want to go to Greece. Like I've always wanted to go to Greece. I just feel like it just looks so beautiful there. My top three was always Dubai, Greece, and Thailand. Because Thailand is like,
Yeah.
it's beautiful there.
Shout out to our buddy who's going to Europe in a couple of days. And
Lucky.
yeah, hopefully
Trying
he's
to
going to download the podcast in multiple countries to throw our analytics just.
Oh
out the
yeah,
fucking
overseas
window.
goes crazy. Overseas, I feel like they support so much too.
Yeah.
So you'll
Yeah,
blow up.
we
there.
actually got on our first episode, somebody from Malaysia. Apparently
We're pretty sure it was an accident,
they
but
clearly had
we're
to
not
be an
complaining.
accident.
Look, they support so much in overseas though. Like our friends, they're from Columbus. They went to Europe and decided to just pack up their stuff and leave and go to Europe for a month. And they lived there and they just did music and did shows out there. And I swear to God, by the time they came back, their followers blew up. And like their views and stuff. Like they have so many people from Europe that are supporting everything they're doing. So
that's pretty
overseas, they
cool.
love Americans, like American music over there.
I mean, Germany loves David Hasselhoff, and there's no good reason for that other
There's
than
not.
being American.
I agree. No.
So, a couple more questions then for you. We'll wrap this up here.
Okay.
A couple more serious ones, and we'll throw in some funny stuff here. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant? Like in a fight, not eating them, but in a fight.
Oh, like in a fight.
In a fight.
Fighting one elephant.
Yeah,
Okay. Chickens. Like chicken wings or like real
like
live chickens?
real live chickens.
Live chickens
Okay.
fighting an elephant. How many do you think it would take to take it down?
It depends on how much of a sissy the elephant is.
That's a good point.
Because he could bite his ankle and it'd be over with because he'd think it was like a mouse or
That's
a
true. I
snake.
didn't think about that.
Yeah.
The whole elephants are afraid of mice stereotype. What
Yeah.
if they're just afraid of tiny things and it's only like it's
Exactly.
actually only one chicken?
Yeah, because if you've seen elephants that are like literally they're scared, they would be scared of a mouse if it like crawled over by them. But if you had to like tower it up like a transformer, then I'd say like maybe like 20,000.
Oh man.
And like make them all like form on top of each other and have arms and legs and they just come over and just punch.
Yeah,
the
well,
elephant.
absolutely. I would pay
Yeah.
to see Chicken Voltron.
Yeah. I'm a
Yes.
Marvel nerd, so
All right.
I think about stuff like that.
So, where was your, and you've performed some places, done some shows. Which one's been your favorite so far?
New York. We performed at the Crane Theater. I feel like that was the best support. Like, I mean, the crowd, they were going crazy in the crowd. They've never heard our music before. And by the time I got to the hook for the second time, they were singing the hook with us.
Nice.
Like, I was like, you know what I mean? It just like almost brought me to tears. I was like, I don't even know any of you people. Like, you know what I mean? And then after we got off stage, they were all like, where can I follow you? Where can I? And I was like, damn it, why don't we buy t-shirts? Because they would have bought all of it. Like, we've been rich tonight. Like,
Right.
But yeah, New York Crane Theater, that was one of my all-time favorite performances ever.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then, if you could open up for any other musical act, who would it be?
Kaylani.
Kaylani?
Yes.
Okay.
Kaylani or Tiana Taylor, because I love them both. Kaylani is my wife, so if Suno ever leaves me, and if you ever see me walk around with Kaylani, that's why, because that's my wifey. But but yeah, Kaylani and Tiana Taylor, like,
Can't say that I blame you.
Yeah, either one of them, honestly. But Kaylani, I feel like me and her have the same type of vibe, so I felt like our show would be awesome. A lot of weed and a lot of Malibu, but it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I always got it in my head, hearing your music and seeing some of the videos. You and Snow the Product doing a show together.
Yeah.
I love Snow.
I think I've only heard like one of her songs. I'm like, I've heard that a couple times, and I'm like, I need to really go on and like listen to her stuff. I haven't really heard much of her music at all, but I hear that a lot. I hear that she's a really dope artist. So I'm like, I got to go back and listen to some of her music.
Yeah. So what message you got for your fans?
So I'm definitely about my positive affirmations because I meditate and stuff too. So if you guys ever watch me on my lives, because I always usually go on there a couple times a week, and I always do 3 affirmations like each time I do it. But yeah, I always tell everybody, like, stay positive. I don't care if you're homeless. I don't care what is going on with your life right now. Like, tell yourself that you're going to be okay. Tell yourself you're blessed. Tell yourself you're happy. Whatever you got to tell yourself every single day. I tell everybody, like, we only get one life on this earth. You know, not in our other realm that we're going to be at when we pass. But, again, I'm a Marvel nerd. But anyway, I tell everybody, you know, stay positive. You only get one life here on this earth, and live it to the fullest. Like, do whatever it is. Like, if you say you want to sing, then sing. Like, do a whole album and put it out there and let the whole public hear what it is you want to do with your life. So, yeah, I say live your life to the fullest.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Much different than my positive affirmations that I do. Positive that today's going to be shit. Positive, I don't want to go to work today.
Fuck this job. No.
Fucking boss always on my ass.
Yeah.
Lincoln Butthole playing.
Yeah, like a butthole playing in the background. I'm just curious. Like, his intro for that should be like he's like, it sounds like he's licking butthole. Like, if like that's what it should sound like. Like,
You know,
la, 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 or something. Like, I don't know.
The worst part is I keep thinking of a band called Lincoln Butthole, but the song "Crawling in My Skin," you don't have to change those particular lyrics,
You
and that
definitely
hurts me.
do not. Every single single on that Licking Butthole album should be everything. Like bleaching my anus or anything. Like, it should be everything pertaining to the butthole.
No, on that note, I do want to ask, what's your favorite swear word?
Looking butthole. No, I'm saying.
No, that is fair. It's becoming my
God.
favorite.
I have to ask my family this one because I cuss a lot. You know what? I'll probably say motherfucker because I say that a lot to the point now where my daughter is saying motherfricker. And I'm like, that's too fucking close. Like, and I'm sitting there like, I gotta stop cussing. I made a pact with her that I wasn't gonna cuss, or I had to eat a bar of soap. So after this interview, I guess it looks like I'm eating the bar of soap.
Not if she doesn't listen to it.
Yeah.
It's never happened.
Yeah.
Which,
Don't watch
for the
this.
record, this is not for children, and if you made it this far and didn't realize that, I'm real sorry if your kid's there.
It's not for children? Okay, sorry, Monet. You can't watch this. Motherfucker. No.
So what's next for you with the music industry?
So, I loved when we lived in Atlanta, we did movies. So, I'm really looking forward into getting into more films. Like, Sienna is writing 2 scripts right now. One is for a TV show called Cruising Together. And it's kind of like the aspect of it's like kind of like our life, like his family dynamic and my family dynamic mushing together. And it's supposed to be really funny, but at the end of every episode, there's always a moral to it, like something about family or something about saving or trusting each other, or it's always going to have something at the end. And then he's also working on a movie right now called Mia, which is really, really dope. So I really want to get back into doing film because I like shooting, and I feel like I'm really good at it. So I went to Full Sail for a little while for digital cinematography to get into film and stuff. So I feel like I'm looking forward to getting more into that. And now that COVID's over finally, and hopefully nothing else, government, comes back in this atmosphere again, now I can, travel and stuff because now that everybody sees we're back doing music again, they're like, oh my God, can you do this shit? Like, so, yeah, doing a lot more shows and getting more into film.
Right.
Possibly pornography, but...
Hey, it's got to be directed by somebody.
Exactly, and it's going to be me.
There you go.
Me and Sino actually talked the other night about redoing a bunch of different movies, but all animated, starring raccoons.
I'm watching it already.
Like Friday, you just see little smoky raccoons sitting there on the porch, rolling up a blunt.
I would watch that. I would definitely watch it. That'd be hilarious.
We're trying to get together. You got that big, office building that looks like a picnic basket there in Newark. We're trying to get a bunch of people together dressed up like ants, and we're going to storm that son of a bitch.
That would be hilarious.
So, yeah, me and him are talking about that too.
The costume.
Yeah, no, we actually put out a shout out on the last one if anybody's interested to hit us up on Facebook.
Me, I will wear ant costume.
Because we're going to have Jay in a General Patton/ant costume, and the rest of us are just going to be foot soldiers. He's going to give a speech, and then we're just going to run at the building.
I'm down.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that we can...
I will feel like Kim K with that big behind my butt.
We're kind of hoping we can sell tickets to stoners.
Oh, yeah.
Just if for no other reason, then that would be an amazing thing for them to watch.
Oh, yeah. They would love it. They'd be high as a kite. Like, this is a fucking raccoon. I'm high? Is this not a raccoon?
Those ants are the size of people.
Yeah.
I must be really low to the ground.
I was in this shit, man.
Yeah. So we'll throw one more weird one out here for you. Mm-hmm. If you got arrested with no explanation to your family and friends, what would they think you did?
Drag racing.
Drag racing. I can see that.
Drag racing, or I stole someone's BMW and went drag racing with it. I'm like Tokyo Drift out here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Tokyo drifting.
Nice.
That's what I'd be arrested for.
All right, so we're going to be wrapping this up. Yes. So tell everybody where they can find you at.
Yes. So you can follow us on all social media, Jahna Rachelle Music. You can also get all of our music and stuff on Tidal, Apple Music. It'll be Our Legacy Empire, RLETV on Instagram and all social media. And follow me on TikTok, okay? Because I'm geeked. I got my old TikTok back, and I'm about to be booming again. Because my husband went viral, like 187,000 on this pterodactyl video or something I did. But I got it back, and I'm about to go booming again with the TikTok videos. So, yeah. And look out for the Sex and City mixtape that will be coming up very soon when my husband stops yelling at me. I'm about going in the studio to get the rest of the songs done.
All right. Well, we thank you for coming and letting us do this interview with you, Jonah.
Yes, this was
it's
the best
been a
interview.
Pleasure.
This was hilarious.
Shout out to Sino Buggatti for setting this up.
Yes.
And
thank you, Happy.
You can always find us. We're on all socials. It's J and J Everyday Podcast.
Everyday.
That's right. This video is going to be up on YouTube here pretty soon. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Got anything, Jim?
I was going to ask you to collab with me, but I forgot to bring my electric kazoo.
Oh, I would have loved that.
I know. As soon as our interview started, I'm like, damn it, this would have been perfect because she would have loved this.
I would have.
And
we will have to set up some. Yeah. We'll have to set up some time, and we'll get together and do that.
Again.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to get another interview, specifically once the mixtape drops. Yeah. This has been a lot of fun.
I'm thinking maybe now, since you guys talked me into pornography, I may drop the mixtape and our first pornography at the same time. So look out for that too.
All right. You heard it here, folks.
I'm going on record as saying this is the first time a woman has ever told me I've talked her into pornography.
I thank you for letting us do this.
Thank you.
It has been a pleasure.
Yes.
Check her out, people. It's Jahna Rachelle, singer, TV personality,
queen,
and mother.
Yes.
So it's been a pleasure. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the video release party.
Yes, I'm about to get turned.
All right. We'll see y'all next time.
Turn around, fuck it all the way up. Kick it down, turn around, fuck it all the way up. Bust it down, turn around, fuck it all the way up. Bust it down, turn around, fuck it all the way up.
I'm talking bag talk, 50 bag, Prada bag, go your bag, Dolce bag, bitch.